Supply chain. Julian didn't look back as the hollow dealer in the royal blue bomber jacket vanished into the shadows. The air still felt unnaturally still, the cold lingering like a bad taste in the back of his throat. He navigated the alleys of the lowlands, avoiding the main strips where the newer optimized security cameras had been installed. He reached a heavy steel door tucked behind a local warehouse, his secondary office. Inside, the room was a sharp contrast to the sterile summer. It was cluttered with crates, maps of the city's supply routes, and the constant, reassuring low end of a bass-heavy track playing on a battered radio. Two of Julian's lieutenants were waiting and currently very worried. "Boss, we lost the 4th Street corner tonight," one of them said, tossing a burner phone onto the table. "Our guys didn't even get in a fight. The rival crew just moved in. They didn't talk, they didn't shout. They just stood there in those blue casuals and moved that creepy-ass time. Our guys got spooked and ghosted." Julian sat behind his desk, his jaw set. "They aren't just taking corners, they are automating them. I just had a run-in with one of their unit members. They offered me a promotion to the upper tier. You told them where to shove it, right?" "I told them I'm the head of my own shit," Julian growled, but his eyes were on the map. "But they are right about one thing. The math is working against us. They don't sleep, they don't get greedy, and they don't make mistakes. They're trying to turn the whole lowlands into one giant, efficient machine for the architect." Julian realized that his street war and Malik's corporate infiltration were now the same battle. If he couldn't hold the streets, Malik and Maya would have nowhere to come back to. "Double the lookouts on the barbershop," Julian ordered. "And get word to the independent shops. Tell them the cold is moving in fast. We aren't just defending product anymore, we're defending the right to still be human on these blocks." He looked at the clock. It was nearing midnight. In 9 hours, Malik would be standing in the tower, and Julian's corners would be under siege again. He reached into his desk and pulled out a heavy, obsidian-colored burner phone, one he only used for the UN Hollow network. "We need to know exactly what they're moving in those blue trucks," he whispered to himself. The plan moved from the office to the asphalt. Under the cover of a moonless sky, Marcus took his position on a fire escape overlooking the industrial district. His clean-shaven face was grim as he gripped the industrial toggle switch. When the 2 royal blue transport trucks rounded the corner, Marcus flipped the switch. Boom! The explosions pinned the convoy. Julian's lieutenants swarmed from the alleys, their tactical weapons leveled in a disciplined firing line. Muzzle flashes strobed against the brick as they poured lead into the vehicles. The hollow dealers scrambled out of the trucks, but they were caught in a meat grinder. Within minutes, the street was silent, and the hollowed agents lay dead on the cold pavement. Julian stepped through the smoke. When 2 of the surviving agents tried to block his path, Julian lunged, using his massive frame to shatter the men's visor in a single blow. He reached the back of the transport, where a lieutenant leveled a short-barrel shotgun at the reinforced lock. The lock disintegrated. Julian heaved the heavy doors open, revealing floor-to-ceiling industrial crates. They pried them open, uncovering the high-purity product. Julian's men moved with purpose, loading the score into their own vans. As the last crate disappeared into their vehicle, Marcus climbed down to join Julian. Surrounded by the wreckage of the architect's supply chain, the 2 men shared a satisfied grin. The Hollowed had been challenged, and tonight, the low